Okay, so if this is the first video you watch of mine, and if you don't notice the big ass wall of jerseys behind me, you might think I come off as like some kind of MLS hater in this video. But I'm not. I love this league. It's my favorite soccer league in the world. But I'm about to spew out a whole lot of negativity in this one. Because in general, I hate this year's lineup of new jerseys in MLS. It all comes down to the fat Adidas stripes on the shoulder. I think it's really cool that MLS and Adidas both wanted to do something to celebrate the 25th season, but like, why not just do like a little patch or like something small in the sleeve? Why do you gotta make it such a prominent feature on the jersey? Now, in my opinion, it wouldn't have been as bad if it wasn't featured on almost every single new jersey. Like, I think it should have just been reserved for the 9 remaining original teams. Like, why does Miami and Nashville need to have these 3 Adidas stripes? They're on year 1. Okay, now that I got that out of the way, I'm gonna try not to talk about the stripes for the rest of the reviews because I want to focus on the rest of the features of the new jerseys. But before I get started, remember, if you're a fan of MLS or just curious to find out more about the league, subscribe for more MLS content. And please, watch the ads so I can get paid. Okay, let's do it. 30, Real Salt Lake. Seriously, I got no idea what they were going for on this one. It's kind of like a mixture of like a psychedelic mushroom trip and a topography elevation map. I don't get it. I mean, I don't even think this design would look good with any particular color combination, but it is especially heinous with this claret and kobold. And I don't get it because like Real Salt Lake, they've had some good jerseys in the past. But this one almost makes me want to like vomit. Like it makes me dizzy just looking at it. This is seriously a bottom 5, maybe even bottom 3 jersey of all time in MLS. It doesn't touch the Columbus flag kit, but damn, this one is horrendous. 29, FC Cincinnati home. Oh, FC Cincinnati, I don't get it. You have a great color scheme, blue and orange. So use it! Why are you refusing to use the orange in any of your jerseys? What gives? Look, FC Cincinnati, you want to do a two-tone kit? Look at Portland's inaugural kits. Those are a thing of beauty. These belong in the trash. 28, FC Dallas. Oh, but Danny, you said you wanted hoops back and they did just this. No, not like this. I want real hoops, red and white hoops that go all the way up the jersey, not red and blue marker streak hoops only on the bottom half. That's not real hoops. 27, Seattle Sounders. Now, typically as a rule of thumb, if a jersey reminds me of a kid's book, it's probably not going to score very high with me. Like RSL, I don't think this pattern would look good with any color combo, but I think it looks especially bad with the green. The only team that should be rocking this jersey are the humongous Melonheads. 26, Chicago Fire away. Oh, good job, Chicago. You released a plain white t-shirt and described it as being clean. Chicago, come on, this is pathetic. I mean, haven't us fans suffered enough? We've already had to deal with a decade of sucking, and then you completely butchering the rebrand, and now you release a jersey with about as much personality as plain flavored yogurt. I hate it. 25, Inter Miami home. Not the worst kit, but probably the most disappointing. I mean, so much potential with pink and black, and instead of trying to create something iconic for your first kit, you decide to go the safe route and again release something clean. That's weak, Miami. Weak! I mean, come on, look at Forward Madison of USL 1. They've got pink in their logo, and look what they did with it. I'm not saying you have to be that eccentric, but God, at least try something. 24, Houston Dynamo. Well, you know, I give them a little bit of kudos because they've actually released something that I've never seen before. All right, I've never seen RSL's design either, but that one gave me a headache, so I like this one a lot more. The color scheme definitely helps. Orange and black, it's always gonna look sick. I don't think this is a good jersey by any stretch of the imagination, but I can't hate on them too much. That's just Houston being Houston. They've done weird designs before in the past, which I loved. This one doesn't do it for me, but I'm not that mad about it. 23, New England Revolution. The marker streak across the chest, it kind of matches the marker streak in the logo. It's unique. Doesn't make me dislike the logo any less, but it's unique. And look, it's not too eccentric like RSL or Houston, and it's not too boring like Chicago or Miami. I just feel like it needs something else. I can't really put my finger on it, but it needs something else. 22, Inter Miami away. Well, it's better than the white, but that's not really saying much. Now, I see they got herons in this jersey, but those are black, and the jersey is also black. So what's the point? You can't even see them. It's a cool design, but if you make those herons pink, they really pop out, and they instantly make this jersey iconic. But instead, it is totally forgettable. Again, I'm gonna say it. Inter Miami, you are losing the pink jersey battle with Forward Madison. Pick up your game. 21, Nashville home. Well, it's yellow. It's a lot of yellow. I completely understand how people say it's a clone of the Columbus Crew because that's what it looks like. They look like the Columbus Crew. Hey, MLS, Adidas, Nashville, whoever's in charge of making these jerseys, it's not hard. Yellow and blue hoops, yellow and blue stripes, yellow and blue something. It shouldn't be this hard. 20, Orlando City. Not gonna lie, when I first saw this kit, I really liked it. I probably had it in my top 10. But the more and more I see it, the less and less I like it. You know, I really do think it's a cool style. I mean, having kind of like the mains fading away from the badge, I think is pretty cool. But this is just a case of jersey template killing the jersey. I mean, the mains suddenly stop at the shoulder area, and it just looks awkward. Imagine if those mains were to continue up the shoulder. That would be really cool, but instead, this is just so disappointing. I feel bad for Orlando fans in this one. You almost had a really, really cool jersey. 19, LA Galaxy. Look, the Galaxy have an identity. They have a look. The sash belongs to them. Anyone else that tries the sash in MLS, it just doesn't look right. I mean, remember Minnesota's inaugural kit? Yeah, those didn't work out. And it wouldn't have worked out for anyone else in this league. Whether you like it or not, whether it's fair or not, the sash belongs to the LA Galaxy. Hey, I'm glad they kept this sash. I like it when teams keep a jersey identity, but this one misses the mark for me completely. Like, I like silver on dark jerseys like black or navy, but silver and white, it doesn't do it for me. It just kind of looks like one big long roll of duct tape across their chest. I appreciate them trying to do something new while keeping their identity. I really do. It just falls flat for me this time. 18, Atlanta United. Why'd they get rid of the peach? The peach kit really grew on me, and that could have been their thing. Red and black stripes for the home, and peach kit for the away. But instead, they just ditched that after one cycle. And to go with what? White and gold? Like, I don't get it. Now, to their defense, I mean, white and gold is not a bad look, but I certainly liked it a lot more when it was with LAFC. 17, L'Impact de Montreal. So my initial reaction to seeing this kit was, ugh. I mean, like, white and black monochromatic kit, thin stripes, that's a little bit better than just a plain white t-shirt, but it was just kind of plain to me. It actually wasn't until their CCL match with Saprissa that I realized, oh wait, this jersey's actually a lot more gray than I realized. And gray, that changes things a little bit. That adds a little bit more flavor. I personally like gray jerseys, hence why I bought this one immediately after I saw it. I don't think we're gonna look at this jersey years from now and say it's an all-time classic, but for the time being, I don't have a problem with it. I actually think it's okay. 16, Columbus Crew. Not awful. I mean, as far as like really crazy, wild, eccentric designs are concerned, I'd much rather have this than RSL or Houston, that's for sure. Unfortunately, once you Google image search Larry King Live and see what his backdrop is, and then you see this, you can't really unsee it. 15, San Jose Earthquakes. Okay, look, I'm not a flag guy. That's not my thing. I think it's been done before. I think it's a little gimmicky, like flag kits, no bueno. I don't like it. However, I think this is a decent design, and I like the color scheme too. I mean, the blue and yellow and white, it kind of reminds me of like an old school Miami Fusion vibe. This isn't bad, but I do have two issues. I mean, number one, the sponsor looks weird. It just looks too low on this jersey. Number two, well, what other team in California is also blue and yellow? Their rivals, the LA Galaxy. Something about that just doesn't seem right. Like, you wouldn't have Real Madrid releasing a red and blue striped jersey. That would just feel dirty. And part of this just kind of feels dirty as well. I know it's not the exact same blue and yellow color that the LA Galaxy have, but it's close enough to where it makes me feel a little weird. 14, Nashville away. Look, overall, I'm extremely disappointed in both Miami and Nashville because I think both teams have a great color scheme and both teams decided to play it safe. And it's so disappointing. I'd rather them go for a different design, and even if it misses the mark, it's better than just being boring. And ultimately, I think both these teams have boring jerseys. With that being said, I think this color scheme on this away jersey is pretty cool. I can't tell if it's like purple or like really deep navy, but that dark of a color with the yellow Adidas stripes, even though I wanted more, I can't lie, the color scheme alone, this makes this a pretty cool looking kit. 13, Philadelphia Union. That's good. That's good. I like this snake. Snakes are cool. I think I would have liked it more if the outline of the snake was gold. Like, not the whole snake, but just imagine like pinstripe width outline of the snake and maybe like outline the eyes of the snake in the gold. I think that would have looked so sharp on this jersey. And I would have liked it even more if they would have just had the freaking gold bar down the middle. Like, okay, I know it's year 3 without that gold bar, but like, I'm still pissed they got rid of it. That was such a great look. Like, Philly, come on. Wake up. Go back to the gold bar, please. 12, Portland Timbers. I like the color scheme on this one. I think the yellow Adidas stripes are different. It throws it off a little bit. I think the green hoops around the jersey are pretty cool. Overall, I can rock with this jersey. I like it. I think I like the clean white jerseys they had over these. I can't complain. I mean, these are all right. They get the job done. 11, Vancouver Whitecaps. Navy is always gonna look good to me. I really like that color on jerseys. And the cool little wave pattern they got going on, I haven't really seen it before, so I like that as well. It's a good jersey. I mean, I like it. It reminds me a lot of some of the older Vancouver away kits. But if I'm gonna be honest, I mean, being that it's now 2020, it is kind of underwhelming, at least for Whitecaps standards. I mean, this is the same team that released the Sea to Sky kit. It's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I just expected a little bit more coming from Vancouver. 10. Chicago Fire home kit. All right, the biased Chicago Fire fan in me thinks this is the worst kit on the list. If I get rid of the Chicago Fire bias, I actually think this is a pretty decent kit. Like, I think it's pretty aesthetically pleasing. The navy blue shirt, the navy blue shorts, the red socks, the red diagonal stripes going downwards. I think it's a really nice kit. I mean this with full sincerity. If this was the away jersey, and if it had the old Fire badge instead of the new Fire badge, I would buy this in a heartbeat because I actually really like the look of this jersey. But, and this is a big but, this doesn't feel like the Fire. And it never will feel like the Fire to me. Because the Fire for 22 years were the men in red, not the men in navy. Red shirt, white stripe will always, always, always be the Fire to me. It will always look better to me than this. And while I like the look of this, for the Chicago Fire home kit, I think it's kind of trash. 9. FC Cincinnati away. Much better, Cincinnati. This is so much better than their away kit from last season. This is by far the best jersey they have released in MLS so far. The design is subtle, but not too subtle. You could actually notice it. It's a really cool look. I've never seen this before in MLS. I like this jersey. I would not be embarrassed to wear it in public. 8. LAFC. All right, so I think it is genius that they made the fat Adidas stripes black, the same color as the rest of the kit. I swear, it's almost like they knew that these Adidas stripes looked like garbage, so they wanted to camouflage them. So kudos to them on that one. As for the rest of the jersey, it's all right. I mean, I think LAFC have established that they are a clean jersey. Like, I don't think they will ever be totally out of the box, crazy design for their home kit. No, it's always going to be black with a little bit of gold trim. And for this one, I really like how they made the YouTube logo completely gold. I think it looks better than their last jersey, at least their last YouTube logo. And the subtle stripes, it's a nice look. Like, this is overall a nice kit. 7. Colorado Rapids. It's all about the shorts. I mean, the shorts, the sky blue shorts and the sky blue socks. You pair that up with the jersey, burgundy and sky blue. It is such a classy look. I love the look of this jersey as a whole. I mean, the top itself is fine. I like the burgundy color. I like the diagonal stripes. The reason it's so high, though, is the combination between the burgundy and the light blue shorts, just being honest. 6. Sporting Kansas City. I can see why people hate this jersey. Like, I can see why people would put this dead last on the list, and it'd be hard to argue it. But for me, it just works. It's polka dots. Like, I know it's a childish design. I know it looks like a 3-year-old designed it, but damn, I dig it. It looks so cool to me. Dark blue and add in the silver stripes with the silver sponsor. I mean, this one's fantastic. Well done, SKC. 5. Toronto FC. Okay, here's the thing. Like, this year's TFC kit is exactly the kind of kit that I enjoy the most. I love intricate designs within the fabric of a jersey. And while this one is busy, it's by no means overwhelming. Lines going one way, and then you have one rogue line going that way. Like, so beautiful and so interesting to look at. Every time I look at this jersey, I like it a little bit more. 4, New York City FC. You know, I came into this hoping I would see more orange splashed into the away kit. They kind of went away from the orange completely in the last away kit. I was disappointed in that. I was hoping they would bring it back. They didn't, and honestly, I am fine with that after seeing this beautiful design. Like, how do you even try to describe this jersey to someone who hasn't seen it? I don't think you can. The pattern and the design is so mesmerizing. I have no idea how someone managed to draw this up. It is just, it's beautiful. I do wonder, I will always wonder what it would look like if it had an orange sponsor and orange Adidas stripes and maybe like a monochromatic orange badge. We'll never know for sure. But again, I'm not that bothered by it because the white on top of the navy blue, it looks fantastic. All right, top 3, here we go. Best of the best, cream of the crop. Now, I'll reiterate, again, I was not a huge fan of the jerseys this year. And most of the jerseys that finished near the top of this list probably would have finished like middle of the pack or lower in most years. But not the case with these 3 jerseys, because all of these 3 I dig. So, starting it off with the bronze medal. Number 3, Minnesota United. Finally, a jersey worthy of that beautiful badge. If you haven't seen my badge ranking video yet, spoiler alert, Minnesota ranks very, very high on that list. But I've always kind of been let down by their jerseys. I never were that impressed by any of them. The best part is that it's not just a black loon wing stamped on top of a gray shirt. Like, no, there are some pieces missing of it. It's a little rugged looking. It is pure artwork and it's so aesthetically pleasing to look at. But they still have Target as their jersey sponsor. I mean, look, I know Target's a huge deal in Minnesota, but I hate the look of this jersey sponsor. I think it would look better if it was actually the word Target and like the little Target logo, rather than just having the big Target on their chest. That will never look good to me. But if I can look past the Target sponsorship and focus on the loon wing, I gotta say, I love this jersey. Silver medal, number 2, it's Red Bull New York. Remember how every year was like kind of the same deal with Red Bull New York? It was white shirt, red shorts, and then a navy blue away kit. While I like tradition and while I like jersey identity, that look kind of got stale after a while. And I think it's great that they started to branch out. I do miss the white shirt, red shorts. I was hoping they would bring that back for this year. And then I saw this kit, and I completely forgot about the white shirt, red shorts, because this is a thing of beauty. I mean, I liked the red kit, I liked the gray kit, but I love this black kit. It is really intimidating to look at. Even the 3 Adidas stripes look fantastic on this. Like, this is what I meant when I said that only, a select few teams should have these 3 Adidas stripes that they should be reserved for the 9 original teams, because when every team has it, I think it looks awful. It looks tacky. It doesn't match with most teams. But Red Bull New York, they made it work. The red stripes on top of the black shirt, it is so sexy. All right, gold medal, number 1, best new jersey of 2020. DC United. Controversial pick. Maybe. I've heard some people describe this as a boring jersey, and I get that. And while I know I just stated a few minutes ago that I generally prefer jerseys with more intricate designs in the fabric, I cannot deny that this is pure perfection. Because when I think of DC United, this is it. I think clean. I think black, white, red. And it's not like I dislike their last home jersey. I liked it. I thought it looked nice. It does not even come close to this because some teams just look better with a clean look. I've already mentioned LAFC, Seattle Sounders, and especially, more than anyone, DC United. The best part about this jersey is the one element that I pretty much despise with everyone else's jersey, except for Red Bull. It's the 3 Adidas stripes. Like, the 3 Adidas stripes on this jersey look fantastic because it is a perfect nostalgia throwback to the 90s. DC United, their jersey identity used to be 3 stripes across the chest. But then teams started getting jersey sponsors, and you just couldn't incorporate both the 3 stripes across the chest and the jersey sponsor. Because jersey sponsors are going to make you a lot more money, unfortunately, DC United kind of had to ditch that 3-stripe look. And it was sad to see such an iconic look go away. But now with these 3 Adidas stripes, I understand they're not across the chest, but they still bring back nostalgia of the 90s when DC United was pretty much literally unstoppable when they won 3 titles in the league's first 4 years. The league's first dynasty was DC United with this look, with the fat Adidas stripes. And for them to be able to bring it back on this jersey, it looks so amazing. It brings back so many feelings. Simply put, it is perfect. And I absolutely love this jersey. And I'm trying so hard to get to Audi Field this year so I can buy a 2020 DC United jersey and add it to this wall of jerseys. Which, by the way, if you haven't noticed, I only have 10 jerseys. I've been trying to recycle them through and make it look different every video, but eventually I'm gonna have to get some more stuff for this wall. So DC United jersey this year would be the perfect addition. All right, that was a lot. There it is, all the new jerseys from 2020 ranked from 30 to 1. What do you think about my selections? How wrong am I? Let me know. And also let me know which jerseys you rank at the top and also which jerseys you rank at the bottom. And thank you for watching.